buckle up your safety as I give you a day in the life of facilities maintenance.
Starlings. And there's a mother wanting to bring food to somebody. They're up there. Mom is in the tree. Now that I'm down here, she might go in. There she goes. I know exactly where they are now. They haven't been on this side of the wall. But they are on the other side of this vapor barrier. So really there's nothing I can do from this side. I have to go around to the other side and deal with them there. Yeah, they're literally right up there. And at one time, probably many years ago, they were able to actually get into the school through here, which is why this old poly was put in place. I don't know if you can see the bird way down there. There he is. I should say there she is. She's creating a bit of a fuss right now because I walked over here. I'm up on the roof, and she walked away from this area right here because while it's hard to tell them apart from the other rocks on the roof, there's actually a nest right here. Look at her eggs right there. 4 of them. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here so she can come back. I believe that is her show of defiance. Glad I noticed that because I could have very easily stepped on them. I wonder if she's not going back to them now because she's worried about if in going back to them, she will show me where they are, but I already know where they are. Not a bird guy, so I don't know what kind of bird that is. Could be some kind of whiskey jack, although I don't think so. The coloring is different. I know those ones because they're up at Manning Park all over the place. It's not a yellow-bellied sapsucker. I don't know what the big deal is. They're just eggs. Kidding. Those were rocks. I'm actually on the roof dealing with some other maintenance issues, but I came across this and thought you might find it pretty interesting because, let's face it, this can be a day in the life of facilities maintenance. You have to admit, it's pretty fascinating though. Mom's using the natural heat that gathers in the roof and then radiates off it to incubate her eggs. And her eggs look like rocks on the roof. So they're very well disguised. That's actually kind of cool. So I did a little research and I actually figured out what kind of bird it is. So the first thing I did was looked up list of birds of British Columbia, Wikipedia. And looking through the hundreds of different bird varieties that there are, I could not find it. So then I got a little bit more creative and I Googled, what bird lays eggs in rocks? And the first thing that came up was called the killdeer, and I looked at it. Take a look at this nest. That's exactly what I've got on the roof. Right there. There are a couple very fascinating articles. Actually, you get down here, this right here. The killdeer was formerly considered a least concerned species by the IUCN due to its large range and population, but is now considered a near-threatened species due to its population decline. Though the decline is not rapid enough to warrant uplisting the killdeer to a vulnerable species, it is protected by the American Migratory Bird Treaty Act of 1918 and the Canadian Migratory Birds Convention Act. So for a self-proclaimed not a bird guy, discovering a near-threatened species is kind of cool. So that weird display that we saw where the bird ran away and then it's ruffling its feathers and sticking its wing up and almost like it's in a bird bath that I thought was maybe a show of defiance, it's actually not. According to the article that I read, what it does is it runs away and then pretends to be injured so that if you're some type of whatever animal is going to go after the nest or the eggs and or whatnot, the bird runs away, pretends that it's injured to draw you away from nest, because now you're going to go and try and eat this injured bird instead. And when you get close to the bird, it'll run a little further away, put on the same act, and eventually get you far enough away so that it hopes you forget about the eggs back there, I guess. But that's what we were seeing right up on the roof here. Morning. It's May 20th, so it's been probably a couple weeks since I've been up here. I'm up on the roof to check on a heater. But while I'm up here, I thought I'd go and take a look at our nest and see if our eggs have hatched. Nobody's chirping at me, so it makes me want to think that they're done. Well, there's the bird. And there are two of them, yeah, like Jedi, they work in pairs. But the nest is empty. This is where the eggs were, right here. And they're not there. So, did they move them? I need to be careful where I step, but they are still up here. I'm gonna see if they start acting in the way that they do when they want to protect a nest. Yes. There it goes. Okay, maybe the other one. This is kind of neat, actually. You can see the bird behind me. Yeah, still there. Doing its display of like wounded birdness to try and lead me away. But I do not know where it's leading me away from now, because where the eggs were before, they're no longer there. So those ones may have hatched. Gonna have to do some exploring. Okay, the other one has moved way over there, and this one is here. So if I kind of triangulate a little bit, and again, I have to be very careful where I step. Oh, it doesn't like me coming over here. I just got lucky and found them the last time. But to actually find them intentionally, they're so well camouflaged, it will be difficult. Oh my goodness, I found them. They have hatched. You can see all the little ones running around down here. So mom and dad, and 3 or 4 little ones. So that is what they were doing. They weren't protecting the nest of eggs. They were protecting the little baby birds. Okay, I'm sorry you guys. I know I'm causing a little bit of instinctual panic here, but I want to go say hi to these little guys because I've known you since before you were born. You can see one right there. I don't know if the camera is picking it up or not. It's just so tiny. It's a little fuzzball. Hey there. I see 2 small ones over there, and mom and dad, and this little guy right here. You can see him sitting right there. There you go. Look at him. So that means one of the eggs possibly didn't survive. Okay, I'm gonna leave them alone. I'm happy to see that they actually survived. 3 of the 4 of them anyway. And judging by the 2 that I saw running away with mom and dad and this little one right here, this one kind of seems to be a bit of a runt. But yeah, that was kind of cool. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.